Hello, Assalamu alaikum, adab, and welcome to Goff Shoff with EjaySam. আজকে আমরা মেহমান জনাব শৌকত আলী সাহেব।
আসসালামু আলাইকুম।
ওয়ালাইকুম সালাম। কিতাব খবর সবর?
ভালো আলহামদুলিল্লাহ।
Very good, very good. তো দিন কেমন যার?
দিন তো আজকে বৃষ্টি তো মেঘ ঠান্ডা হচ্ছে বুঝলাই তো। সামার টাইম ওকে লগি মানে উইন্টার আছে।
সামার কোন বাই গেছে?
কোনবা গেছে আইলো নদী গেল আমি তো স্টারও তো হইল না দুই দিন গরম আছে বাদে তো ঠান্ডা আর মেঘ।
Okay. So quickly, let's see. And that little bit. Oh, this way. That's better. There we go. Yes. So let's see. I'm not live gesi giba bakka shower shui dia.
Oh yeah. Shower from night.
So, aske যেহেতু এটা অডিয়েন্স পার্টিসিপেশন শো আমরা কোনো নির্ধারিত কোনো বিষয় নিয়ে আলাপ আলোচনা করতাম না। আলাপ আলোচনা নির্ভর করবো আমরা দর্শকের উপরে তারা যে বিষয় দিয়া তুলবা ও বিষয় নিয়ে আমরা আলাপ আলোচনা করবো। ঠিক আছে নি? আর মানে নো গেস্ট ওয়ার্ক রিকোয়ার্ড নাকি তা? ওকে ওকে। সো যেহেতু আমরা হাসি দেখি চাই আমরা কমেন্টস ভিউয়ার তো আসন দেখা যায় সোফার আসন দুই আসন কয়জন আসন বা ভিউয়ার? মাশাআল্লাহ তিনজন সাটো লাগছন।
পাটো লাগাইছে রে ভাই কিতাব বাকি ভিউয়ার গুলো বাকি লইলা কইতে।
আমরা ভাই আবু ইসমাইল হুইডা, how are you? I'm all right.
I'm all right. I'm fine.
Are you sure?
Thank you very much, Abu Islam bhai.
Jackson miya huida asi fieldo. Dawa Jackson kitawa shoril bhalo hoyse ni?
Jackson miya sob shomoy field man. He's a hard working lad. Very hard working lad.
Mane gor bari basha sob কিছুই fieldo.
সব কিছু fieldo.
মানে গর দ্বারের দরকার নাই।
সব সময় fieldo ভাই ভাই।
সাহস কম নাই ভাই। Salam team MBS. Walaikum salam.
Walaikum salam.
So aske again, you know, like just quickly mention. Asker অনুষ্ঠান হইছে গিয়া viewer participation. এটার মানে হইছে গিয়া আপনারা দর্শক যারা আছেন আপনারা সাবজেক্ট আমরা কমেন্ট দিয়া দিবা আর ও কমেন্টের উপরে বেস হইরা আমরা শোটা চালাইয়া যাই। বাট জাকসন মিয়া হইরা আমি একলা 100 গুড লাড শাবাশ বাঙালি
আমরা একটা উনতাম
একলাই 100 সো ঠিকই চাই। শৌকত আলী ভাই না কিছু বাজার না আমি ফোন সাইলেন্টও রাখিছি। সো এই বিয়ার টুপি করতাম নাই দর্শক বিন্দুর লগে। তো শৌকত আলী ভাই দুই একটা বয়ান শুনাও বা
কিতাব
তো ইন দ্য মিন টাইম আমি মানে কিতাব করিলি মনে মানে আমরা কিছু শেয়ার করিলি মনে লাগে আরো তো দর্শক বিন্দু হল আসুন বিভিন্ন প্ল্যাটফর্মের মাঝে তারাও দেখতেছে এইটা।
আচ্ছা EjaySam ভাই কইরা কিছু বয়ান করতাম বয়ান তো করবো ভাই আমার আইন চলে কেন আমি কোনো আলিম নি না ওলামা বয়ান করতাম কিতাব বয়ান করতাম। আচ্ছা এনিওয়ে আসলে আমরা এই প্রোগ্রাম করার মেইন উদ্দেশ্য হইল গিয়া দর্শকরা যারা আপনারা আছেন ফ্রেন্ড বন্ধু আছেন দেখরা আসলে আমরা মনের যে আবেগ আছে ওগুলো প্রকাশ করি। কিছু সময় আছে আপনারা মনে করকা সময় কিছু আতো আছে বইলাম ফেসবুকে একটা গুড একটা মাধ্যম তো ইন্টারাকশন হইলো আপনারা লগে কথাবার্তা হইলো। অনেক সময় দেখা যায় অনেক ফ্রেন্ড বন্ধুর লগে দেখা হয় না সবসময় ফেসবুকের মাধ্যমে ওয়ার্ল্ডের বিভিন্ন জায়গা থেকে সবার লগে কথাবার্তা হয়ে যায়। এটা আসলে খারাপ না, মানে বাই ওয়ান গেট ওয়ান ফ্রি মানে আসলে আগের জমানায় এটা পসিবল আছে না। আমরা যে সময় ছোট আসলাম এটা পসিবল আছে না। ওই লেটারের যুগ আছে আমরা লেটার লাগছি 7 দিন পরে আমরা খবর পাইতাম টেলিফোন করছি তা পুরোনা টেলিফোনে ক্রিং সিলেক্ট করো গিয়ে অন্যকে রিসিভ করা লাগতো। এটাও দিন গেছে কি আজকাল তো ভাই ফোকেটে লইয়া সবে আটটাম একটা করার সব কিছু করতে পারলাম। তো আসলে বর্তমানে যে গত 2-3 প্রোগ্রামে দেখলাম EjaySam covered a lot of different topics. One of the topic was the the problems in Myanmar and Rohingyas. And এটা অনেক আপনারা মাধ্যম এবং সবই ও বিষয় নিয়ে বেশি বর্তমানে যেহেতু এটা যে সময় একটা বর্তমানে আমরা বাংলাদেশে লাগি মেইন একটা মেইন বার্নিং টপিক ওটার লগে লগে আরো বিভিন্ন যে সমস্যা ওয়ার্ল্ডের মাঝে আছে ওগুলো আমরা মাঝে মাঝে হাইলাইট করতে আমরা যেমন গতকাল মেক্সিকোতে আর্থকুয়েক হয়ে অনেক মানুষ মারা গেছে তো আমরা সকলের প্রতিও ইলাল ন্যাচারাল ডিজাস্টার যে সময় হয় আমরা সব human loss is a human loss.
Yes.
So আমরা really it is a natural disaster. বিভিন্ন দেশ ক্ষতিটা হইয়া যায়.
Just quickly, like আমার সাসা যারা বার্মিংহাম তখন জনাব আব্দুল মুকিত তাইনো দেখলাম আমরা যোগদান দিছেন. Thank you সাসা. আসসালামু আলাইকুম for joining us. আশা করি প্রোগ্রামটা আপনার ভালো লাগবে. যদি কোনো মন্তব্য করতে চান প্লিজ তাই মন্তব্য করিও লিসন. আব্দুল মুকিত হইরা কেমন আছেন চাচা? ফ্যান্টাস্টিক চাচা, আপনি জেলা দোয়া রাখছেন ওরকম আছি. বেশি দোয়া করলে বেশি বালা আছি, কম দোয়া করলে সামান্য বালা. এটা তো আপনি বুঝবেন. এটাই শিখা কিতা আর কি বাজেট দোয়া. আপনার বাজেট বুঝিয়া বালা ফলাফল.
ভাই বাজেট দোয়ার কথা হলো মনে করি ফেসবুকে একটা পোস্ট ছিল.
ইয়েস
ওটার কথা মাতলাই না কিতা
শুরু করো ভাই. আমি
500 টাকা 100 টাকা 200 টাকার দোয়া ফ্রি দোয়া আছে, 50% ডিসকাউন্ট দোয়া ডিসেবল মাইশল লাগে,
মানে বাই ওয়ান গেট ওয়ান
তো এই দোয়া তো ওরা
এটা বিষয় আমার পার্সোনাল পেজে আমি শেয়ার করছিলাম. একজন মেসাবে তাই করছেন কিতা মনে হয় মানছে বেশি কোয়েশ্চন তান্ডে করুন যে বা কত দিতাম বা সিন্নি ও দোয়াল লাগি বা থাবিজ খবুজর লাগি ইত্যাদি ইত্যাদি. মনে হয় মেসাব তাই একটু ফেটা পুইয়া মনে চিন্তা লাহাই দি মুখে আমি কত হইম আমি প্রিন্টিংও করি তাই মেনু বানাই দিছেন.
এটা ক্লাসিক বলে
তাই মেনু বানাইছন তাই দিছন ওলা খান যে যদি আপনার ফ্যামিলি ইমিডিয়েট ফ্যামিলি আপনার আস্থা খানদানের লাগি যদি আপনি দোয়া করাইন তে 400 হন না 500 হন, আপনি যদি আপনার ইমিডিয়েট ফ্যামিলির লাগি দোয়া করাইন তে হইছে গিয়া কত 200 হন না কত, আর আপনি আপনার নিজের লাগি যদি দোয়া করাইন তে 100, আর আপনার প্রতিবেশী মানে কি আপনার নেইবারের লাগি যদি দোয়া করাইন তে বাই ওয়ান গেট ওয়ান ফ্রি, মানে 50% ছাড়া জন্য. তো 100 হনে আপনি দুইজনের দোয়া পাইবা. মাশাআল্লাহ মাশাআল্লাহ. আইস খাই ওটা তো আমরা মানে ব্যবসা শুরু হয়ে গেছে ডিজিটাল. আর ও অরিজিনাল পোস্টার মাঝে আমি দিছিলাম, অরিজিনাল পোস্টার মাঝে আমি মন্তব্য করছি যে কিতা এই দোয়াইটা টেক ওয়ে অ্যাভেলেবল নেই, মানে টেক ওয়ে বলতে মানে তাই
ডেলিভার করা
মানে হোয়াটসঅ্যাপে অথবা সোশ্যাল মিডিয়া তাই নি দোয়াটা পৌঁছে দিতে পারেন. Oh dear. Jackson, may I ask that made me laugh. Well, these are the facts, bro. You go on Facebook and inshallah, like Judy Jackson মানে এই কিসমত পালা থাকে তাহলে এই মেনুটা পাইবাই. আর ও মেনুত নানি মনে হয় আগে খুঁয়ে গেছি নানি যে 100 পাউন্ড যদি দেও নানি তে তোমার পার্সোনাল একটা দোয়া তুমি পাইবাই. এটা পার্সোনালাইজড দোয়া. আর ও দোয়ার ফজিলত হয়তো তুমি যে বর্তমানে যে অসুস্থ সুস্থ হয়ে উঠতে পারবাই জলদি করে তুমি ফেসবুক ঢুকাও. বাট ওখন না, বর্তমানে আমরা সলিয়া ব্যস্ত আছি. তুমি তাকো বাই ফিল্ডও যেহেতু তুমি নিজেই ভলেন্টিয়ারিং করছো তুমি ফিল্ডও আসো,
তুমি ফাইট না ফিল্ডও থাকলে সব তো হওয়া যায়.
সো আমার মুখিত চাচা হইরা শাব্বাস চাচা. থ্যাংক ইউ স্যার, থ্যাংক ইউ. Afzal Mia hira salam. You are one funny guy, lol. Bro, ito ya Allah dek dan. And I'm sharing it with you guys. Khalaga, I know you work in a very distressful environment. Mane emon ek environment to tumi bai kham khoro. Manche re tumi phone e satao. Kuno ek shomoy yad asilni. Amra khamo ekloge khamo takte. ওলা খান সেলস কল আইতো. সেলস কল আইলে হতে না আমি হোল্ডার রাখিয়া তোমার কাছে দিতাম, বলতাম যে তোমার ফোন আইছে. তো ও ধরনের ওখন মানছে তোমার লগে ঘরের ভাই. আর অনেকজনে হেলো হইয়া নানি 2 কথা শূন্য বাই বাই রাখি দেয় ফোন. সো this is my free service to you যাতে তোমার আস্থা দিনের যে স্ট্রেস আছে এই স্ট্রেসটা মানে গল্লা গল্লা ফুটল বুঝছনি সো লাইক আছে দেখতে থাকো ভাই আরো আসবাই যত আসবাই তত জান হালকা হইব স্ট্রেস ফ্রি আর আগামী কাল বৃহস্পতিবার আরো 2 দিন রইছে খামের বাকি 2 দিনে এনার্জি টা
তুমি তো আর উফরে দিছুলো না স্ট্রেসটা উফরে দিকে বাড়াইবো আমার লাগান
না গান আছে এটার পালা সুবিধা ভেন্টিলেশন লাইক আমার তো থুরা রইছে তো আস্তে আস্তে না মানে ফুরা মতে মানে স্টিমটা বাড়াইতে পারে না আর আফজলর তো একবারে ফালিশ হয়ে গেছে তার মানে অবাইতি স্টিম উঠে লগে লগে স্টিম বাইয়ে বাইয়ে উঠে যায় সো ইউর অলরাইট ব্রো আমিও আস্তে আস্তে করি না আমরা শৌকত আলী ভাইও মনে হয় জার্গির না গীতা
দেখাইলে বাঘ বা অলরেডি তো দেখি
আমরা এখন না আমরা শোর ওই শেষ পাঁচবুত আমরা দেখাইনি রাইট সো আমরা চাইনিজ ভাই ইউ সি আমরা চাইনিজ ভাই তাই আমরা রেগুলার ভিউয়ার
একটা কথা বলতে হবে চাইনিজ ভাই কইয়া লাগে বাঙালি সব চাইনিজ ভাই কেন এই ভাই নামটা কি তো
এটা কারণ আছে
লোক
এটা কারণ আছে আমি কইরাম চাইনিজ ভাই তাই আমরা মানে ব্রডকাস্টিং করলাম রাফলি 3 মাসের মতো আমরা পুরা টেস্ট ফেজ একেবারে জুন থেকে জুনের লাস্ট উইক থেকে একেবারে আমরা টেস্ট ফেজ যথান সময় ধরে আমরা মানে চালাইয়া গেছি গান বাজনা এবং গফ শফ বিভিন্ন ইন্টারভিউ বিভিন্ন ছাট শো এভরি সিঙ্গল প্রোগ্রামও না আমার চাইনিজ ভাই তাই না আসলা কিন্তু কোয়েশ্চন হইছে গিয়া কিন্তু কোয়েশ্চন না নিয়ে আমরা গেস্ট হলতের মাইন্ডও আর আমরা দর্শক হলতের মাইন্ডও প্লাস দেশে বিদেশে মানুষের মাইন্ডের মাঝে প্রশ্ন ই চাইনিজ ভাই খে তাই কি তা ব্রুসলি না জেটলি না জাকি চান হ্যাঁ না
নর্থ কোরিয়ান গোয়া
নাকি গোয়ান ফান
আজকালকে যে মনে হয় দেখাই না কিতা ওয়ার্ল্ড কিতো এটা নাম দেখলে তো ডর করে ওই তো সাইড বক্স সাইজ না এটা নিশ্চয়ই সুন্দর এটা জানাই নি কান্ট্রি না কিতা এটা তো মান্ডারিন নিব আর একটু তার চাইনিজ ভাষা হইব
লাগি তো আমি তাইলে আমি মানে এই কিতা কইরা কি নারো ডাউন কইরা বলছি চাইনিজ ভাই
বালা
তো চাইনিজ ভাই কমেন্ট দিছন how can we better our community I know we have problems all over the world but here in our community we could do something about it drug dealing smoking cannabis our own community has a bigger right over us than anything else beautiful একটা বিষয় মেনশন করছো ভাই আমরা বাঙালির মাঝে অনেক সাপোর্ট অফিসার হলাসন বিভিন্ন কাউন্সিলের মাঝে সারা দেশে এই প্রবলেমটা মেজরিটি প্রবলেম হয়ে গিয়া আমরা ইস্ট লন্ডন যেহেতু আমরা মানে বড় একটা বাঙালি কমিউনিটি এগেন আমি খালি বাঙালি কমিউনিটি দিয়ে আমি মানে এই টপিকের এক্সাম্পল দিতাম চাইলাম না অবভিয়াসলি আমরা হল এশিয়ান ফ্যামিলি বাট যেহেতু এটা বাংলা শো আর যখন তুমি মানে বাংলার কোয়েশ্চন করছো তখন আমি বাঙালির দিয়ে আমি উদাহরণ দিই লন্ডন থেকে 2টা লাফবরা বার্মিংহাম ম্যানচেস্টার রচডেল ওল্ডহাম লেস্টার বাঙালি আমরা যত সেন্ট আলবান্স almost every town যেখানে আমরা বাঙালি আসো everywhere আমরা bilingual trilingual workers or support workers all আসো যারা মানে drug abuse করেন যারা youth হলতে তারারে direct their energy direct their focus onto something productive so it could be you know towards music towards video editing towards arts you know even graffiti or other many different other examples so ultimately yes there are a lot of services available আমরা Shaukat Ali ভাইও হইতে পারবে কারণ তাই তো আমরা local council আমরা let me start again আমরা রচডেল কাউন্সিল তাই কাম করছেন অনেক বছর তাই you know, from back in the days, you know, like back in early 90s, আমরা কিতা করছি, you know, we worked as advice workers. আর ওই সময় থেকে আমরা মানে বিভিন্ন ধরনের সাইন পোস্টিং, বিভিন্ন ধরনের সাপোর্ট আমরা নিজে আত্মদূর অনেক মানুষরা আমরা চেষ্টা করছি যে তারা মানে রাইট ফতে নেওয়ার। বাট আমরা শৌকত আলী ভাইয়ের কাছ থেকে কিছু
আসলে যে টপিকটা এই যে একটা কোয়েশ্চেন, এটা খুবই ইম্পর্টেন্ট একটা কোয়েশ্চেন। এটা আমরা ইয়ং যারা ইউথ আছে অনেক এফেক্টেড, আজকে দেখি না অনেক দিন ধরে ফেলে না। কাউন্সিল থেকে অনেক সার্ভিস এক সময় আছে, কাউন্সিলের ড্রাগ রিডাকশন যেনে প্রিভেনশন বা ডিটেকশন অফিসার হল আসলা, আমরা বাঙালি একজন আসলা নাম হইবার তাই অনেক দিন কাম করছেন বিভিন্ন আমরা কমিউনিটি সেন্টার হল ইয়া স্যাম্পল টাম্পল মানুষ দেখাইছেন ইয়ং ভিতরে ওদের না সফট ড্রগ হার্ড ড্রগ ওগুলা কি আমরা যেন কমিউনিটি তো তাই সরোয়ার আর যেটা ইয়ং ফোনতে উত্তর মাঝে দাফে গেছেন এরা কিলাখানা কিতা থাকি এডিকশন থেকে বাহিরা দিয়ে যাওয়া যায়। এটা কিন্তু এটা এখনো আছে এমন কিন্তু না, এখন তো বর্তমানে আর একটা নতুন জিনিসটা আইছে, ওই জন্য একটা লাফিং গাছ একটা জিনিস, এটা কানিস্টার আল্লাহ। This is quite becoming quite new thing in the it's like many young people are addicted to that now.
ও কথা quickly একটা comment মারি দিই please, you know, keep your thought train of thought. Essentially, you know, like অনেক সময় আমরা ফিল্ম হলটো দিকে থাকি, লাফিং গ্যাস ফর এক্সাম্পল নাইট্রাস অক্সাইড, আর সাধারণত আমরা পার্টি বেলুন যে আছে পার্টি বেলুনের মাঝে আপনার থাকে হিলিয়াম। তো হিলিয়াম গ্যাস নানি এটা হচ্ছে আমরা অ্যাটমসফেরিক গ্যাস হল যারা নাইট্রোজেন, অক্সিজেন and you know like 98% of other stuff. Ogunter maze helium very concentrated, and o gas holter maze which is helium very light, the lightest gas of all. Zar kharone, you know, when someone inhales it, they actually pose the risk of actually having air bubbles trapped in the lungs, which can actually, you know, like travel up through the arteries into your brain, causing a brain hemorrhage, and that's irreversible. So since we're on the topic, I am appealing to all the youngsters and guys, আপনারা যারা দেখা অনুষ্ঠান, please অনুষ্ঠানটা আপনারা লাইক করুকা, শেয়ার করুকা, কমেন্টস করুকা, কারণ কোনো সময় আমরা very important topics হল লইয়াই আর ওটা লইয়া ডিসকাশন করি। ওকে, মানে আমরা এক্সপার্ট নাই, বাট আমরা নলেজের ভিতরে যতটুকু আছে আমরা ওগুলো আমরা চেষ্টা করি মানে আলাপ আলোচনা করার। বাট এই যে একটা টপিক প্লিজ আপনারা শেয়ার করুক যাতে অন্যজনে দেখবার সুযোগ পায়, মেবি হয়তো বা একটা জান বাঁচাইতে পারো না।
সাধারণত আসলে এক্সপার্ট নাও হইলে কমিউনিটির সময় আমরা তো কমিউনিটিতে থাকি না, সব লোক চলাফেরা ইয়ং ফ্রেন্ড বা ইয়ং যারা আছে, আমরা অনেক বয়সী ইয়ং ফ্রেন্ড যারা আছে সব লোক সবসময় দেখা হয়, মসজিদে দেখা হয়, কমিউনিটি সেন্টার দেখা হয়, বিভিন্ন জায়গায় রাস্তাঘাটে দেখা হয়, কিন্তু অনেক সময় দেখা যায় রাস্তার কোনাত alleyways and the gang of youth hanging around there and they're using this kind of stuff and they're avoiding the elder, they're avoiding other people.
এটা তো ফেফারের মতো ওইজন্য কানিস্টার ওটা যেন হইলা না নি ওটা কানিস্টার হল ইউজুয়ালি কেটারিং আমরা ইউজ হইতে থাকি, you know, the silver canister roughly about 2.5 ইঞ্চি বড় মেটালিক ক্যানিস্টার থাকে। আর সাধারণত কেটারিং আমরা এটা ইউজ করি কিলা খান মনে করো কাউ এক ফ্লাস্কের মাঝে থাকবো আপনার হুইপিং ক্রিম বা ডাবল ক্রিম, আর ও গ্যাস ক্যানিস্টার ওগুর মাঝে থাকায়, you know, a straw goes in, আর ও গ্যাস যেহেতু এটা pressurized gas, temperature is very low, so it almost cools the cream down to a point where it's just before freezing, and therefore it thickens the cream. Plus air pressure দেওয়ায় আমরা স্প্রে হইলে আমরা বিভিন্ন ডিজাইন হইলে আমরা কেকের উপরে টপিং দিতাম। That's the actual use. However, এই গ্যাসটারে নানি মানুষ অ্যাবিউজ হইয়া অনেক মানুষ ওই একটু আগে হইলাম যে বিভিন্ন নাইট্রাস অক্সাইড, এরপরে হিলিয়াম, তারপরে প্রেশারাইজড কার্বন ডাইঅক্সাইড যে গ্যাসে আর কি আমরা স্প্রের মাঝে সাধারণত ইউজ করি। খালি তো এটা না ভাই এর যে বিউটেন গ্যাস হতো যে আমরা লাইটারের গ্যাস জানি এটা তো বিউটেন গ্যাস হয়ে মানুষ ইউজ করে ইনহেলিং করে এটা আসলে খুব খারাপ জিনিস সরি আপনারা আমি
glue inhale করে বা
that is
so that's one of the hardest as well and any substance they can hold of they use it those people are addicted they will use anything but spirits so and they're the dangerous ita material ita dangerous particles both ta itar maje lo thake is damaging for our young people and addiction hogile to itara bahoira na আমরা young fan একটা রোস্টার আছে one or two example
নাম কইতাম না
but one drug addict he slit his throat and he died from it and he was in hospital for 7-8 years and this is how bad
he never recovered
so you know and this is what happens young man watch your life so this is what happens with the drug addiction I think by the how tackling it is a big thing but it's everybody's responsibility council that he করতে পারতাম না
so like আমরা যারা ফ্রেন্ড বন্ধু আছে মনে হলো আপনারা যদি জানা মতো এক ফ্রেন্ডের এই ধরনের সাবস্টেন্স অ্যাবিউজ হইয়া থাকে প্লিজ তারারে আন্ডারস্ট্যান্ড করাইবা গো টু দি NHS ওয়েবসাইট আরো বিভিন্ন ওয়েবসাইট হল আছে যেগুলোর মাঝে মানে ইউ ক্যান গেট অ্যাডভাইস অন you know the effects এগুলা মানে অ্যাবিউজ করার যে এফেক্টস ফর এক্সাম্পল গ্লু is একটা সলভেন্ট ফর এক্সাম্পল মানছে সামান্য জিনিসের মাঝে ওই যে নেল পলিশ রিমুভার এটা তো মানে ethanol spirit plus ethanol methanol এটা যদি ইনজেস্ট একজনে করে আর কি literally it dehydrates your liver and kidneys are dehydrated so basically এটা করে কি এই যে কেমিক্যাল দুইটা আছে এগুন আপনারা যদি খাইন যদি you'll get an immediate high because straight away it takes all the water out the moisture out of your system system থেকে out করা না you get a momentary rush but এটার নানে long lasting effect থাকে you damage your kidneys you damage your liver sadly you know your liver অন্যান্য organ হল you know gradually regenerate করে but kidneys and liver once they go beyond a certain point there's no replacement it does not recover so you're only born with 2 kidneys if one goes okay একটা দি চলা দিব but একটা দি চলিনা নানি you know I'm sure many of us know people who either had kidney transplants or you know had a kidney taken out taranani you know they need renal therapy you know constant mitare kita hoy ba ozene dialysis তার constant dialysis লাগে so এটা আসলে quality of life নষ্ট করে দেয় just for a matter of a few seconds high is it worth it solvents আমরা যে ফুসফুস আছে for example our lungs আমরা lungs এর ভিতরে যদি আমরা দেখি না এটা এসে গিয়া ব্রকলি যেলাখান আমরা দেখি ব্রকলির মানে ওলান ছোট 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 ফুল আছে না তদ্রুপি আমরা lungs এর মাঝে ওলাখান I forgot what it's called I'm getting forgetful in my days you know honestly I don't know it's the medication I'm on
Are you sure you're not taking anything?
I'm definitely not taking
that's good
I'm
just trying to confirm it
no, I can't accommodate I'm having so much medication ও মেডিসিন খাইও ফেটি
আর এক্সট্রা কিটা খাইতা
আর এক্সট্রা খাইবার ও যায় তারপরে আমার পেট কমাইতে পারি না কিটা করতাম না they must put you know like sugar and fat in my tablets আমি ডাক্তাররে মারতাম
ওষুধ খাই যদি ফ্যাট কমাই দিত রে ভাইতে আমি তো লাইন ফ্লাইন আমি ফয়লা থাকলাম না
yes আমরা দুইজন না লাইনও খারাপ থাকলাম না anyway coming back lungs একবার যদি নানি lungs এর ও শুধু পার্ট যেটা I forgot what it's called sorry but look it up you know go onto Google and look at the structure of your lungs and you'll find you know like brancher endidi it sprouts out like little flowers at ogunte you know the air we breathe ogunte nani it separates all the gases and ogunte has a semi-permeable membrane ase oxygen only passes through and that oxygenates goes to our heart and it oxygenates our whole system. Now once these get damaged it doesn't regenerate it's done that's it you're done and dusted আরো জিনিস on that same thing, noyata fad baroise, vaping, electric e-cigarettes. Now, I don't know, manazanina afnara easy nishtafnara deksun kina, but e-cigs though, you know, like, it's not really FDA approved. The Federation of Drug Administration, it's not approved. Khalega tara itar kunu benefit fina. Khalega afne judi cigarette fan huida takhon. Cigarette maze yes, there are unnecessary chemicals, but the main thing that cigarette smokers are addicted to is the nicotine, because it helps alleviate the endorphins, you know, to feel happy. I'm lost for words again. Feel happy.
Feel good, feel happy.
Yeah, the feel good, feel
happy
factor. Natural drug that's you know, like from the pituitary gland and your thyroid. I forgot what it's called now. Oh, HRT.
Pin drop size.
No. The word starts with an H, man.
I can't think of it either.
Oh well, yeah. Okay. So you get the gist of it.
Yeah.
Read up on it. Look it up on the internet and read on it. E-cig, you know, if you take a deep inhalation, deep puff, as they say, what happens? You get an effect called popcorn lung. And essentially, after johan shash tanbanani or e-cigarette on it, e-cigarette is a vapor. Essentially, the vapor goes through an electric element which basically vaporizes it. And once it vaporizes, the tiny bits of the fluid gets extremely hot, because it's the heat that actually, you know, splits it into atoms and atomizes it, basically turns it into a spray. And if you're inhaling it too quick, the spray itself, you know, the chemicals are still hot, and as soon as it hits those floral things that I can't remember what it's called, it literally cooks it. And when you cough, you can smell, you know, like it smells like popcorn. You know, like when you're eating popcorn, it smells like popcorn, as in sugar candy. That's how it smells. And once that happens, you cannot repair it. So, sorry, Shaukat Ali, what you were saying. I went on one.
I think obviously it become, initially it was scientific knowledge, giving out scientific.
Sorry,
then
guys.
became Dr. EjaySam.
Yeah.
Then he became smoking cessation advisor.
Yeah. I just remembered. It's called. Oh bloody hell! I forgot. Please.
Please carry on. It's called. Yeah. Honestly, no, I can't give any kind of input in vaping, because I haven't tried it myself.
No,
I've not been a smoker.
When it comes down to science, I'm your man.
Yeah,
you know, I'm the nerdy nerd.
Yeah.
Well, nerdy.
Yeah, basically, if you read on it, you learn it, innit? That's the
sometimes, you know, my memory really fails me, because it's called hormones. That's the one.
Hormones.
Yeah. It comes from a little gland that is on the base of your brain, and also comes from your throat as well, thyroid gland. Oh well,
you got so much stuff.
Yeah, that's it. Our filing cabinet nani is so big, right? My skull can't handle it. It's all compressed, zip filed.
Well, you've been busy, aren't you? You've been to another show.
Yeah.
You left there, come here.
Yeah.
Setting up straight onto another show.
Yeah.
So it's a busy
I'm just,
day for you.
You know, like still wearing my work jacket. Yeah. You know. By the way, they haven't sponsored this show.
No.
I'm just giving them a freebie. You know, you cheapskates.
Yes.
So no, sorry, you were saying about the drug cessation thing.
Actually, drug cessation services, NHS, they have drug cessation offices, and what our people need to do is actually access the service, the free service. They still provide a lot of help for people to give up smoking. You know, they give out patches and stuff like that. And I know many people are saying e-cigarettes and vaping is the easiest option. It helps you develop real smoking. It doesn't really.
No.
End
You
of the day,
get
you get hooked onto it because you can't. I've seen loads of people at work in our place. They all come out with a big e-cig now, in the lift coming out. Everyone carrying it straight way down there. That's like every 10 minutes they're on it. The thing is,
I say e-cigarette design. আগে আসে আঙ্গুলের লাগানো ওখন লাগে যখন আর কি মানে আলাদা একটা ব্যাগ এই সুটকেস কিলে বাড়ানো লাগে এর মধ্যে এই কিটা ই লিকুইড হইছে গা অত বড় ক্যানিস্টার আর ব্যাটারি হইছে গা অত বড় এর মাঝে like there's knobs to like sort of হথান্দুমা দিত এরপর
it's a technology on its own. It's like it's not a cigarette anymore.
You need 3 weeks training just to learn how to operate that damn thing.
It's like a machine gun. It's so different design. I was thinking, why are the people carrying this? If you're gonna, because end of the day, it's got a bit of nicotine in it. That's what goes in the system. But in fact, they're smoking more. They're coming out more and having it. And because it's clashes cigarettes. They have to come out of the building because he has nicotine. He also has the thingy, dua, the smoking also there. So he can't. Initially, people started smoking inside, but it just looks like a cigarette. Yeah.
Actually, I got told off on a plane once because I still have the bad habit of smoking. Shame on me, but I try my best. ডাক্তার হয়তো তারা আমার ডর দেখাইয়া পারছে না আমি আস্তে আস্তে আমি চেষ্টা করতাম আপনারা দোয়া
অত সময় লেকচার দিলা কেন্দ্র ছাড়তে নিজেও ডাক্তারে আটাইতে পারেন না ডক্টর EjaySamর কথা শুনতে না নেসামর নিজের ভয়ালো নিজে করবে না
true but the thing is প্লেনের মাঝে না আই সাইলুয়া তারা নিষেধ করে দিচ্ছে because I got like I say I got told off on a plane. And I was like saying, well, look, it's not a cigarette. It's essentially, glucose. It's like a plant-based glucose syrup.
They're different.
And a little bit of nicotine. 0.15 take a phonogram for example. So it's very very different measurements. But like the flight attendant, stewardess, flight attendant, we see more. The right word to use these days, politically correct, shall I say? So I got told off, and I thought, I did my research before going on the plane, but I got told off. So
one thing is I think one thing with these things is that the passive smoking. What happens is if you have a real cigarette within a close environment, and the other people not a smoker, they get affected by passive. There's more damage to them than yourself. Now whether the e-cigs have any impact on that because the nicotine level is so low, and plus you can't smell the actual smoke. Like if you have a fag here, it lasts for quite a long time. With the e-cig it doesn't.
Now I know
but
for
it becomes a habit though. That's the thing.
The habit. It's the nicotine.
Whole purpose was first it came out to try and quit.
But they also put the main ingredients that are addicting in it. So the beauty of it is, once you inhale nicotine, it gets processed and flushed into our system, for which you feel good. And you feel alert. It's like having coffee. You have coffee and you feel sharp and alert, and that's why caffeine, a product of coffee, which is essentially used as a transport mechanism. So drinking it wouldn't be right, but energy drink there caffeine and there's lots of sugar, and obviously sugar and glucose is essentially a simple carbohydrate, which essentially is translated into instant energy. So the caffeine, so if you were to have sugar with a lot of coffee, essentially straight away you feel energized, and that's why some people when they wake up they have a cup of coffee, then they're fully alert. Otherwise they're like zombies. So anyway, that was my little science snippet. But the inner nerd had come out. So we'll move on to that. Move on and see what else people are commenting about. So going back. Right, the Chinese way of I've approached a couple of them, but don't take no notice. we can only try. We can only try.
I
Keep
think
trying.
He's trying with the people that
Yeah.
are using it.
Yeah.
I guess what he's trying to say.
Yeah.
But the thing is, this nowadays, you know, the environment we live in, and it's all like mind your own business kind of thing, innit?
Yeah.
You know, respect isn't there, and everybody try to help people. You know, like elder people, they give you advice and everything. You know, it's not for their own benefit. Just if
falling on cold shoulders.
Yeah. But sometimes our young people don't listen to you.
There's a saying in Bangla, which is true. You know, when you're young, you think you're invincible, but as you age, you know, you learn to pick yourself up after you have a trip or fall, and then you think, ooh, I need to tread carefully, because last time I fell, I almost knocked my kneecaps off. But until you fall, you think to yourself, oh yeah, I am Superman, I can jump and leap, you know, to the tallest building, yay!
Yeah.
And then when you drop, and it's like, oh crap.
That's it. You learn when you hurt yourself, don't you? Because sometimes it could be late, maybe too late to.
Right. Okay. Oh, go on. I've done my video. I'm off the phone now. I'm working on data management. Bye.
The phone.
People are growing up in the world, moving up.
My word.
Mashallah. Tara koise re baba ar phone na তুই মানুষ আমরা কাস্টমার যেগুলো আসলে এগুলো কইবে তুই এক কাম করো অন্য কম্পিউটার বুতাম দুই একটা বুতা দিয়ে নানি বালা রে ভাই বালা oh yes I'm that yes my boss Janaluddin Bhaiya Huida, don't forget he's fulfilling a demand, which is so sad that people actually go to these people and fleeced by these imposters, a sign of community's ignorance. Yeah, totally agree with you, and you know, the current situation, you know, speaks volumes. You know, sadly, it is really sad. Kuner shoma amdar community you know, amdar to mane sudre boruishin nani. We respected our elders. Amdar elder hole jodi desin na amdar dushtami khorat taktam. You know, we used to stop what we're doing and just pretend like, oh, we're little angels. Nowadays, that, you know, you don't get that. You know, kids carry on doing whatever they're doing, and you know, if you take a look, they give you evils, which makes you feel like, oh my God,
this is life. This is the society we live in now. Very difficult.
Mohammad Shahzan Orida, Salam Sasa and Shaukat Sasa. Walaikum Salam. Nice of you to join us. Oh, Amdar Mohammad Shahzan yo. And I'm that Onustana start you know, way from episode 1 till now, you know, he's a loyal follower. You know what? I'm going to try and get some sponsorships and get some badges made. Actually, I need to send some badges out to you. You know, and you know, if someone feels really sort of generous and they give me a shed load of money, I'm going to print out t-shirts so that you guys can wear it and say, been there, done that, and wearing the t-shirt. Oh dear.
My word.
Right, okay.
We'll bypass some of them.
Yeah, bypass a few. I've had trouble with people next to my house. Told them to deal in front of their parents. Yeah, sometimes, you know, like, you got to be careful, bro. When you're actually confronting people like that, you know, from my point of view, Crime Stoppers number ase, you know, you just put Crime Stoppers in Google search and report it anonymously. When you see people, don't make it obvious that, oh yes, I mean, they see, you know, window curtain horaya bala huriwalan saya. Don't make it obvious. If you spot them, you know, just phone Crime Stoppers, because essentially you're doing them a favor, because eyes tara hoyto sutu dealing with it, you know, just a few whatever they call it, pouches or packets or whatever they're doing. Khalkunani, it could be, you know, like big packages, as in they've recruited some of their street punters, customers into micro dealers themselves. So customer nani targets a foishanai and how is he going to feed his habit? So he's going to think, right, okay, let's upgrade myself from a customer to a dealer. So labs are going to be all lab drugs. So it's a vicious circle.
It is, yeah.
It's a
The
vicious
thing
circle.
is, these young lads who've been recruited to do the dealing on the street, they actually get peanuts for selling pouches and stuff like that. They're the front line.
Yeah.
There are big fishes at the back.
Of course.
They make the money.
Oh,
now
yeah.
these young lads, our young lads mainly, because none of them are actually big dealers. They don't make much money, but they get arrested. They get harassed.
Yeah,
They're the one ruining their life.
Yeah.
And the people that are behind. Some of the big people have been caught. In
Yes,
Rochester, we've had
yes.
raids and everything.
Oh, Balladine,
Quite a lot
yeah.
of them people have been put behind bars and stuff. But what kind of money are they making? You sell a few pouches, you make some money, but you're actually giving the other guys, the main dealers, a lot of money. You're selling their stuff,
Khalid to Itai.
and it's really
You see, the thing is though, in this current economy, money is tight. To be honest with you, like I've been almost unemployed for what, nearly about WCC, EjaySam, nearly 4 years.
you've been on and off, innit? Been
Yeah.
doing different things. Yeah.
I've been on and off, like doing bit different things. But essentially, it just goes to show, right? Since 2013, I must have put in at least 2,500 applications, and surprise, no job. It's come to a point where I'm about to give up, thinking, you know what? I've grown to a point where I've become arrogant to myself, thinking, you know what? I have this quality. I have this knowledge that the employer could have exploited. We used to get £500 just for one language. So under the inside language we used to get a couple of grand extra for doing essentially what we do all day, as in instantly swap around, Bangla shoma Bangla, Urdu shoma Urdu, Hindi shoma Hindi, English shoma English, and essentially we're just getting paid a bonus just so that we know, the language, so we can communicate. So these things are, like some employers are missing out. Some employers are missing out, and like I worked in housing almost half my life, and the expertise, they're missing out because they're looking at, I'll have to give him big salary. If I take a trainee on, I can get away with £2, £265 now £285 on it. So these things, and the example that I'm trying to show is that the job market is very, very tight these days. So some of that is also, like influences some young kids to actually drift into the drug market, thinking, you know what? I mean, warehouse because there's warehouses, they give you 0 hour contracts. I used to make so and then there's hundreds of people on the waiting list. They'll just call them in.
The thing is, right, is how to get into that job market and trying, if you're searching for jobs, you have to be in the system to do all these things, and
unfortunately
it's a very, very, very demanding and concentrated effort, because so many people out there. With the young people, you see, the foundation is got to be right. These young guys are born here in this country. They had the option of free study. I mean, a lot of us born in Bangladesh, and didn't have the opportunity here. But these young people not taking the opportunity is a parenting also community. Sometimes what happens, up to the 60, if they don't come out with good GCSEs, at least some O-level something, if they don't go to college, they will drift into this because they have no ambition in their life. They haven't created, they haven't done anything to better themselves.
Look at it. I'm that, like previous generation, I'm that school shesh khorsi, logo khamo. I'm that generation, like we were fortunate. Some of us, as children, as little kids, we had ambitions, so we wanted to, become this, we wanted to become that. For example, I wanted to be an astrophysicist. So, my aim was, yes, I'm going to be one of the first Bengalis to go out in space. And as I know it's funny, don't laugh guys, I know it's funny, but as I grew up in the society that we're living in now, you know, in the 70s through the early 80s, I realized it's not going to happen because there's a lot of institutionalized racism there, and it doesn't allow you to grow. And later on, you know, during college and university, I studied microelectronics and, you know, biomechanics. So then I thought, you know, like I always had this second option in my head. I used to watch the $6 Million Man, and I thought, you know what? We have the technology to rebuild him. When I grow up, when I'm Jack the Lad, I'm gonna grow up and, you know, make bionic limbs. I'm gonna create, you know, like mechanical, electrical interfaces between, you know, like the nervous system. So if someone had their arms amputated, for example, through an accident or through illness, all we have to do is just measure the nervous impulses at, you know, at what voltage and what milliamperes and so on, and then connect wires to it and create a mechanical arm. And as I grew older, I thought, you know what, that's not going to happen. I need to start paying the bills. So this is the making of a nerd.
Yeah.
You know, I've got so much wasted knowledge that, you know, like when I sit down with my mates, you know, I bore them. You know, it's like, oh yeah, do you believe in aliens? Well, technically speaking, there's so many stars up there. They're actually different solar systems, and they just, you know, like drift away. They fall asleep. Sometimes I look at them and say, bro, are you still alive? Still breathing?
You're a Star Wars man. You like Star Wars and all this stuff.
Oh yeah, Star Wars, Star Trek, absolutely.
Yeah.
So yeah, going back to the main point, it's very difficult, and sometimes some people find it really difficult, really hard to, how can I say, focus their energy on doing good things, creative things, and they just fall victim to an easy way out.
Yeah. So basically, you talked about pressure, you know, the peer pressure.
Yeah.
And the pressure that maybe we haven't had that pressure too much. Generation before us, they did, but that's why they couldn't go to colleges and they started working from early age.
Yes.
We had the opportunity, but our parents haven't pressured us to go to job. We could have done a lot better, obviously. But today's generation, they don't have pressure either.
They don't.
Parents don't want money off them. Nobody's sending them to takeaways or whatever. All they're asking, look, do what you can, make yourself a good. It's still these guys that digressing.
Under previous generations, like under our elder brothers, Tara, they had a connection back home.
We have to send money.
Bangladesh, Bangladesh.
Because they have extended family there. Yes, it's still our parents now.
But our kids, you know, mashallah, you know, like some of them are like, you know, very grown up and making their own money. But Tara to e pressure naja obati foisha de olahan komuk e pressure.
No, it cannot.
So it's.
So then it boils down to just not just the kids that are actually involved in drugs and trafficking, whatever, dealing and stuff. You think it also boils down to friends they hang around with.
Bangla dialogue is
So basically, it gives you the motivation. So one friend, he just easy money in it. One brother said something about his easy money. So he's that spending money. You can go places, go cinemas and whatever. Exactly. So why would you want to go on a weekend or try and get a job in Asda or Tesco, whatever? And call center data management. Data management is left call center.
Data management na powder management. Nah, seriously, on a serious note, that's, you know, some valid points made. I'm just going to move on, you know, like I'm conscious of the time, you know, would try and keep the show, you know, like immersive and as short as possible. Chinese way of let the cats in. No, if I let the cats in, they're going to steal the show and no one's going to look at me. So there. I'm going to make a separate show with my cats.
Yeah.
Starring Tom and Jerry.
Tom and Jerry, yeah.
Right, yeah, cats in the show. I see the right, okay.
Right.
Yeah, Jackson Mario, he's just reassuring us, basically, like saying that people don't know what they're messing with. These crack pipe and laughing gas can land them in hospital. Absolutely, yeah. Chinese by Arokta mention also, which we failed to mention, is alcoholism is the number one drug and easy to get hold of. Yes, eBay Faramda actually mentioned Hursina, to be honest with you, but you're absolutely right.
Yeah,
I've been in a couple of situations where unfortunately it shames me to say that our Asian lads, popped into certain restaurants and asked for certain drinks. I just point blank, I just refused. I'm saying, as a Muslim, I'm not gonna serve them. Now, if the boss wants to fire me. There's loads of, loads of restaurant jobs about. But I don't want to be a part of your guna.
Sorry,
I mean, we sin a lot day in, day out, man. I'm not active with them guna. But you're absolutely right. Corner shop and the alleyway jobs, like Shaukat was saying, and you guys are saying, like there's loads of lads hanging about in alleys. Yeah, some of them are even better drinkers than some of our European counterparts.
Sorry, alcohol is like a forgotten thing in our community. We talk about drugs.
It's taboo issue.
And because it's openly available and they have a cash, they can easily get cans and whatever they want.
Yeah.
Over 16 and they can buy over the shelf or whatever, they can go to Tesco and buy it. And a lot of kids are addicted to it. That's unfortunately. If you look at the factual figures, if you look at the prison population in this country, you've seen the statistics, 30 to 40% are Muslim.
Yeah.
Very unfortunate.
That
and
is
because it's so hard,
tragic,
because if you look at it, the percentage population of UK, 11% BME population. Now that is the population. If out of 11%, 40% are Muslim prisoners.
The statistics
statistics speak volumes. I mean, we're certainly doing something wrong here.
Absolutely.
And they're not a murderer there. They're just a lot of petty crimes.
Yeah.
People are with drugs and alcohol offences, and burglary and robbing and other stalking.
Bad manush hohol zati But unfortunately, certain statistics dekhai je amrar Bengali. For example, একটা good example ti. যদি আমরা গুগলের মধ্যে সার্চ করি না দুনিয়ার মধ্যে সবচেয়ে বাজে জাতি কোনটা মাশাআল্লাহ আমরা বাঙালির নাম উঠে লিস্টের মাঝে আরব জাতি বাদে আমি নাম কইরাম না but find out for yourself, do a search and see. But I'm not proud, I'm not laughing because of I'm laughing in a sarcastic way, saying that we have so much to offer. Amra Bengali Zati, we're so intelligent. We improvise in every walks of life because if we were to amra Western counterpart compare kori, amra Bangladesher 5 বছরের বাচ্চায় এই দেশের বা European counterpart 5 বছরের বাচ্চা থেকে অনেক mature. They have to do with what they have. They have to make do. So, intelligence that if we end up on one of the worst nations in that sense, that's why I was being sarcastic and that's why I'm laughing. I'm not laughing because I'm proud. I'm laughing in a sarcastic way, saying that shame on us, we could have done better. Under Chinese way of reading, we need more police on the street. I agree with you. Sadly, I don't like to talk politics on the show, but going back a few years, political party hall, political party hall there cards horai nani আমরা আর ওইখানে voluntary police force একটা community support officer, that's the one.
loads of them around.
Yeah, we've got plenty. But that being said, even though police they have the same rights, essentially what they're doing is extending a very old English law called public arrest. And essentially tara police, as in the Queen's Guard হিসাবে তারা arrest করতে পারে না, তারা arrest করে কি লাগান আমরার মতো মানুষের যে পাওয়ার আছে ও সমান পাওয়ারে তারা মানুষকে arrest করে. The only difference is we're not versed on certain rules, certain laws, whereas they are versed and trained in those laws. So একজনে যদি question করে on what charges, they can answer. আমরা যদি জিজ্ঞাসা করে আমরা হইতাম পারতাম না. That's the only difference. But sadly আমরা এই দেশের যে budget system বা আমরা এই দেশে যে আমরা debtও আছি, it doesn't allow us to, funnily enough, like আমি আর কয়েকজন ফ্রেন্ড হলতাম আমরা বুঝে আর কি এমনি গফশপ করতাম, and we put pen to paper and did a rough estimate calculation. দেখা যায় যে we can't afford it, simple as, we simply cannot afford it. So like I say, that's something that you need to lobby with your local councillors, local MPs, and hopefully maybe they might take it to the House of Parliament and put a proposal in and see.
I think it's the strategic decision makers that are there, especially for the police and all that. It's they look at what the focus always changes. Police services, their attention is focused to different things nowadays. So if you got things like they've got all sorts of other things, terrorism are going on, other things, and even a nitty-gritty little stuff like having bobbies on the ground, I wish to say, so going around the street corners and seeing what they're doing, those things have gone. Their focus is different now. The police services, they have to, plus they're buried with red tape, and it's all this, if they make an arrest and they've got to do so much different paperwork and everything, hardly any time for the people to come out to see. I mean, if you call the 101, it'll get somebody come 3 days later.
3 days later, yeah.
And this is how bad we got, because how many police officers in the station if you go down? There isn't many. So it is a political decision. End of the day, if the politicians make the decision, unfortunately, that's what it boils down to. Because end of the day, they decide what's happened on the street, how many police they can put,
and how they can prioritize the calls,
and where these resources are going to be put in. And this is what it is.
That is sad, really.
From our point of view, community point of view, if you help our own community, let us help yourself, kind of thing. So whatever knowledge we have, if we know a service there is to help these people, we refer to signposting. This is what you can do for the time being, just trying to rather than prevent become a preventer rather than cure. Because we can't cure anything at all, because we don't have the power. Because at the end of the day, if you approach a young man and you start giving him good advice, he'll be saying, well, who are you? And if you start getting funny, I think the best thing for you to do, back off. End of the day, you don't want to be in a situation where argument get escalates. So but you could approach his parents if you know them, or their uncles, and say, look, I've seen your son or nephew down the road, being a good friend of me. I'm a good friend, I'm just saying, see if you can do something about it. Guide him properly. You can do all sorts of things, rather than directly approach somebody and trying to attack him, because they're going to respond, because they're going to say, look, it's my money, I do what I like, it's my life and everything.
Who are you?
And all that. I mean, the respect isn't there in our days. And when you saw, some of the young lads used to smoke on the street. If they see a parent or somebody come in, going to the mosque, they're just hiding. They're running away with it. They're putting it out. Nowadays, in the open, they're smoking.
They don't care.
So that's what it is, in fact.
That is sad. Jackson Miai, is just making a comment about like popcorn lung, and you're right. The arteries, the 3 pipes that actually lead down to the branches I forgot what it's called, man. I still can't remember. But yeah, it basically blocks it, and the mucus actually gets deposited on it, and as it gets deposited, the white cells that are trying to sort of heal the damage, they die out, and they basically float about as in little fluffs, and that's what causes the blockages even further. And yeah, I understand. You're absolutely right. Oh, I'm done Muinuddin Bhai dekhna, all the way from London. Assalamu alaikum Muinuddin Bhai. I hope you're enjoying the show. It's just a chit chat, I'm afraid. No entertainment, but hopefully, addressing a few community issues. And Rochdale old timer. Is called It's Technology. Yes, you're absolutely right. These e-cigarettes do more damage to your health than actually smoking a cigarette. You're just reinforcing what we were just saying. Thank you. Chinese way of that true. There's no respect at all. Referring to the lads. Absolutely right. Muhammad Atur Rahman. Assalamu alaikum. From the top of my head, I'm not aware of any particular government commissioned research on drug abuse, and particularly to the Asian communities. Most likely government has let me see, where's it gone?
It's long.
Oh yeah, it's a long one, that's why I lost it. Right, commissioned research on this area. In this research there should be recommendations as to how to tackle drug abuse. The question is, how are recommendations to be implemented within our community? We keep saying it's a youth endemic. I know many middle-aged people who are caught up in drug abuse. For argument's sake, we will target youth. We know youth have a problem with politics, so any governmental research would not be easily digested by them. Absolutely spot on, fantastic point. The common practice of implementing recommendations by government is to pass on to MPs, council, youth workers and people claiming to be pillars of our community. Now I'm sure the research has found solutions. It's just how the solutions are coming down to the affected areas. Fantastic, absolutely fantastic points raised. And just to clarify, yes, whilst I was still with the council, there was some research done roughly about 10 years ago. Don't quote me on this. I think around that time, 10 years ago, there a survey just to see, which communities are more vulnerable or prone to substance abuse. And there was a shocking number of Asians actually in those statistics, and because of that, Amra councillors and what's it called? Amra Forishute by Yoto Guasil
they appointed it.
Yeah.
The whole thing from this is why they appointed the service. There was many Asian guys appointed to deal with that.
Amra Zana, Amra friend, there was one Kham Horta. Again, Namum Kuidam na.
But they've scrapped it. After a while, they scrapped it.
Funding and they scrapped it. And whilst the service was there, yes, mashallah, we saw a significant change. Because it's basically redirecting that excess energy of those youths to something productive.
This is again going back to the issue of councils and governments focus. What's their main agenda? What are they following? At a certain time, there comes a time when they have funding available given by the government. Certain posts come out, and it's got to be used for a certain thing. So they move on to that one, and they leave the other one. This is what happens. All this
juggling,
all this ad hoc funding come in for a few years. You apply for it, you get it, you appoint people for a couple of years, and move on to a different thing. It's always happening. There's always funding available like that. The point is raising about youth work. And now remember, in our days, we used to have so many youth workers. I remember what it was. We used to have youth worker up and down everywhere.
Yeah.
You know, some of them are guys that are still around there.
Yeah.
And there's so many of them. We had, you know, the sessions and everything. We don't have a single one. We had the last one was just been made redundant.
Yeah.
And he's one of our brother, Kashmiri brother.
Yeah.
And he's well known in the community. He's done
Yeah.
so much work in the community. And there isn't any youth worker who's going to...
It's a shame. And he's been doing it for, a very, very long time.
Yeah, and he was sort of sideline. Suddenly they just
cut it off. Yeah,
and that's what they do. And this is what's been happening. And you know, it's always happening like that. And the point that he raised about, I thought, was it's not just the youth; it's the middle-aged people also.
Yes.
Of course there is. Of course, I mean there is this. There's many middle-aged people, our age people, middle-aged people, and. They're involved. They go to alcohol, and they also have other habits. Some of the people go to casinos, and we've not talked about gambling yet.
Yeah,
there's a big endemic in that. Everything. Yes. There's so much going on. You know,
there's a lot of issues.
Yeah.
And sadly, because under a unity night, you know, like let's use a prime example. For example, under local community maze. আমরা লোকাল কমিউনিটির মাঝে আমরা বিভিন্ন ধরনের গ্রুপও আছে আর কোনো গ্রুপ আছে আমরা শুধুমাত্র বাঙালির লাগি নামও আছে again নাম মেনশন করতাম না বা আমরা পাকিস্তানি বাইয়েন্টের গ্রুপও আছে আর অনেক সময় what happens is বেশিরভাগ ইগুলাত হইছে দেশের পলিটিক্স চলে যায় দুঃখের ব্যাপার হওয়া লাগে but আমরা দেশের পলিটিক্স সম্বন্ধে তারা they concentrate more আমার প্রশ্ন যে সময় আমি ও ধরনের লিডার হলটার খান্দাত যাই বা কোনো এক মাতের প্রসঙ্গে লিডার হল আইয়া ফরন্ডানি খান্দাত তো তারাও মাতে সাইন রিক্রুটিং করতে বলে আও বা তুমি রে বা তোমার মুখ নানি তোমার মুখ এটা খালি বেজ্ঞান খালি ফ্লাপিং করে আও তোমার মতো মাত্র দরকার আমরা আর আমি স্ট্রেট হয়ে আমি কই ভাই আমরা দেশে খিতা ওর না ওর এটা এখানে গিয়ে আমরা খিতা মাতব আমরা ও দেশও আমরা জানবাসেন না ও দেশের পলিটিক্স লইয়া জানবাসেন না তুমি দেশের ইটা লইয়া তোমরা ফাগলামি করো কিতা লইয়া আমি বুঝি না what's the benefit ওখন তারার মতো মানুষ যারা লিডার তারা তো একটা প্রভাব আছে you know they've got you know a lot of influence on our community maze tara jodi o dhoroner mane issue liya buito emne dekhba na অনুষ্ঠান or free samosa free jilafi khawanu ido amra bibhinno leader ar holtar name kintu এই time আর এই resources jodi use horoito je amra community maze khita hoito ota awareness hol lage taile amra onekta kortam partam but sadly no one's there to actually point fingers and you know put ideas into people's heads.
Actually, tara deta kore মানে productive hotoruku. I mean, they waste a lot of time. Honestly,
it's a waste of time.
There's so much time they follow the parties and all they might say, they may turn around and say, look, some of you guys involved in politics in this country, so you follow the leaders here. You watch.
Yeah, but that affects our life now and our children's future.
That's what they normally would say to you, and because they'll say, look, we do BD politics here, and you guys doing politics here.
Yeah,
so,
but
the point is how is your time productive? Are you really making your useful your time? Because at the end of the day, it's a talking shop. You guys talk and
wasting time.
Nothing happens after that.
Cake panayan and Arozan and Name, cake panayan is an
end product night too.
Kinto Amda Fina Hotslice.
Ito your issue.
Yeah, Amda Hawaii.
Oh, yeah. So, actually,
Abatara, you can who you. যে আমরা গভর্নমেন্ট হইছে বা 7.5 মিনিমাম ওয়েজ থেকে না অনেক 3.5 ফোন করব এই সময় দেখবায় না এই সময় তারা হ্যাঁ এটা লাগান এটা কেমনে কি তারা আন্দোলন করব মিছিল করব
my thing out obviously I'm not can't be judgmental whatever তারা fail I'm not requesting on that but you do what you do but also get involved in lifestyle here.
Yeah, exactly.
At the end of the day, the very thing that we're talking today, drug addiction, you kids and our kids growing in the same community, they could be in that situation. you know, because if you don't follow your kids, if you don't do the proper parenting, they could be affected themselves. You don't know who they're hanging around.
Absolutely.
So if you stick to politics abroad, you concentrate all your effort there, you have no time to focus on your own kids.
On your own kids, yeah, exactly.
And what they're doing, what they're up to, things like that.
That's exactly my
It's
point.
a work-life balance. You have to balance your life. Okay, you do what you're doing, fine. It's somebody has to do, or you like it.
You're passionate about it.
That's your passing time. Because that's what they see. A lot of people think we have to pass our time. After work, we've got nothing else to do. We can't get involved with you guys because তোমরা ইংলিশ মাতবা তোমরা ইটা কররা
বাংলা মাতো না মানে
ওই আসে না নি তো মনে করে তারা ফ্রেন্ডস এগুলো লোক থাকতো স্যার we not saying don't stop that, but also get involved with other things that's happening around you. You know, don't just be a blind
well, you know, that's something, you know, like for a future program to actually invite a few, you know, like members of the community and, you know, have a friendly discussion, you know, a brainstorming session, seeing, you know, what can be done. You know, okay, we might be a bit, you know, like English minded, or so they say, English minded, but let's see what Deshi minded versus, you know, English minded, you know, come up with. Can we come up with an amicable solution, a solution that could at least improve the current situation?
Well, the thing is, any diversity to আমরা encourage করি. People need to have their diverse views, diverse opinions, fine. As long as it benefits you, benefits the community, benefits the people around you, it's great. That's fine. You know, many people need to do many things. We all can't be doing the same thing.
No.
Because it'd be too much competition. So do different things. Fine. Somebody doing something and encourage them to do it. You know, we don't have to repeat the things somebody else is doing. Don't have to duplicate. You know, but we don't. Sometimes we even don't have that habit. If somebody wants to do something, we'll be after him. Get him down. And we have also Khoirul bhai mona hoyse.
Khoirul bhai assalamu alaikum. তাই না আমরা জয়েন করছুন, দুই একটা কমেন্ট দিছুন, তাই না আসটা গুড স্টোরি ব্রতে মনে হয় আমার ওই যে the story about becoming an astronaut ওটালি তাই না আসটা আসো আল্লাহ আরো তেল দিতা তাতর মাঝে বুঝছনি দাঁত ফিসলিয়ে খালি আসতাই good and তাই না আবার হইডা Mr. Ali looks tired, of course but I right for you আবার খামু দুধ তুইব, you know, to tired হইব না নিবা
তাই তো টায়ার্ড থাকবে তাই জন্য ম্যানচেস্টার ওই বার্গার খাই আমরা শেয়ার করে দিই
আমরা মোহাম্মদ আতাউর রহমান হইডা nurture would be entertaining. Yes, I need the nerd herd, as in a herd of nerds. Then get interesting.
Oh my God!
Sure.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's see. Jackson Miyawida is falling asleep. Don't worry. I mean, jai dikina ni suke khali oto ta kore bori bai to kya bichara matai to kya bichara gumsari jai
steroid injection le jaiti mumai to na ore.
Oh dear. When you have a lot, Khairul Bhai hoida, when you have a lot on your shoulder, you do more. Yes, ufrez on for it. Khortuibo. Khorau lagbo. Good point. Shaukat Bhai. Right. Yeah. I'm just gonna say. Oh, and Shami Mahmoud, our previous colleague. You know, Assalamu alaikum Shami Bhai. Thank you. বর্তমানে হই আসবা জানাইও আমরারে আমরা প্রাইভেট মেসেজ হইডো বুঝছনি তাই দেখরা রাবা বহুত দিনে Khairul Bhai হইডা, what else can they do? Bengalis are born to be leaders. If they can't integrate, they will create their own mini country and gather people who understands them. Sadly, that's what it seem to be happening. But ultimately ওটা করায় না নি ইলাহান attitude থাকলে there will always be a them and us. আমরা আর the main issue, you know, like when it comes down to racism, xenophobism, question them and us. What is them and us? There is no them and us. It's us, because আমরা সমান মাটির মাঝে আমরা বাস করতাম UK. So, you know, like UK যদি না নি মনে ওরকা আপনার যদি বেনিফিটটা কমায় আমারও সম্ভব সকলের লাগি সেম রেট. It's not going to be like আমরা European counterpart সকলতে বলন পাইবা আমরা এশিয়ান সকলতে কম পাইমু এমন তো আর নাই এখন এই পর্যায়ে গিয়ে ফুটছে না. বাট আমরা যদি মানে ইন্টিগ্রেট হয়ে চলি না তারার লগে তাল মিলাইয়া চলি না এমন কোনো কথা নাই যে আমরা ধর্মরে ত্যাগ করে দিতাম আমরা যে জিনিস হারাম করে হইছে এইগুলো আমরা অ্যাকসেপ্ট করতাম we keep to our best qualities and make compromises. We're not saying, like, oh, like they're eating haram food, we should eat it. No, it's not a question about eating. It doesn't mean we can't sit by them whilst they're doing whatever they're doing. If my work colleagues were going to a pub, for example, and they were like drinking beer, it doesn't mean that I have to drink beer. I'll probably have an orange juice or something, or a lemonade. But that doesn't mean that I'm not integrating, because I'm having a laugh with them. Right, so let's see. They can't talk, they think like you, and as a result they have to listen to you, which they are not willing to do. Yes, it is a good point, Kharul Bhai, but unfortunately ইলাহান আমরা চিন্তা ধারণা যদি করি না আমরা কোনো সময় জাতি হিসাবে আমরা আগাইতাম পারতাম না আমরা খালি খোল্লামু ফিসলামু and what that does is essentially doom us as a nation. Because ilahan hইলে I'll give a good example of like the 50s, for example, 1950s. The সময় ইহুদি Jamaicans they started coming to this country. ইহুদি হলটা হচ্ছে যেমন তোমার সামরাই তো আচ্ছা বোঝা যাইত সাদা ওদের সাদা যারা আছে you couldn't really distinguish between ইহুদি যারা but তারপরও না তারার মাথার অ্যাকসেন্ট যে তারা ইউরোপিয়ান অ্যাকসেন্ট আছে তারার অ্যাকসেন্টে মানুষের কি কথা যেই তারা দেখতো যেমন আমরা বর্তমানে Polish immigrants হলরে অনেক সময় আমরাও নিন নাই কিছু আসলে খরা ঠিক নাই বাট আমরাও নিন নাই বলে এটাও ফলন তো নাই ইত্যাদি ইত্যাদি তদ্রুপি আমরা তারাও সাফার করছে ইহুদি হলতে জামাইকানস তো অবভিয়াসলি মানে তারারে 1 মাইল দূর তো দেখা যায় ক্রাউডের মাঝে লগে they got persecuted essentially picked on এর মাঝে আমরা বাঙালি হল আমরা তো মানে World War IV থেকে কিছু মানুষ আবার শুরু করলা they were the early settlers তো ফয়লা তারা মায়া করতো ওখানে because it was a novelty, it was something new. এই ধরনের মানুষ মানে সাধারণ জনপাবলিকে দেখছে না ধীরে ধীরে যখন like around the 70s and early 80s যখন মানুষ plentiful আওয়া শুরু করলা with families again we আমরা চিন্তা করতাম বলে আমরা অনেক মুরব্বী হলতার কাছ থেকে আমরা কাহিনী শুনছি খেহো আইসন ও গার খাফর লইয়া আর স্পেয়ার এক জোড়া খাফর দাসেট আর এক সাইড ব্যাগের মাঝে লইয়া তারা উদ্দেশ্য আইসন আইয়া তারা কত কষ্ট করছেন এই কাহিনী হল শুনছি প্লাস তারা অনেক সময় আছে তারা গরুর সামনে ইট বা পাথর তুইয়া যেত খেলে সকল গরুর দরজায় খেলা নাছিল তারা লেখাপড়া আছিল না মাথতো জানা নাই তারা ইশারায় তারা খাম চালাইয়া গেছে তারা আসলে সাব্বাসী দেওয়ার দরকার যে in face of all this difficulty নয়া দেশ নয়া ভাষা নয়া মানুষ তারা যে মানে অতটুকু ব্যাটলিং কইরা যে আমরার লাগি তারা they paved the way.
This is I was commenting on a program on Provash Bangladesh yesterday. At a program করে তারা elderly area.
Yeah.
Now
আমাদের গুণীজন.
Now you see the আমরা যে আসিল না আরামটা আসিল না we've got everything given, we've got everything established. We're more concerned now the issue is us and them, or it's not us and the English population, it's us within our community.
Yes.
So it's like us within the Bangladeshi যারা politics করেন বা বাংলাদেশি বাতরেন তারা আর আমরা যারা আছে এই দেশে
ওটার নাম হচ্ছে
interracial আমরা ফোকাস কিটা থাকা উচিত আছে আমরা ইউনাইটেড থাকতাম আমরা একটা ইন্টারনাল সমস্যা দেখে থাকবো আমরা করতাম ফোকাস খেলার লোক করতাম if you take Jewish community, they're the most united community in the whole country,
yes,
whole world,
yeah.
And look at the progress they made. They control everything literally. they have they of course they may have differences, but you don't see that in public.
No, you don't.
It's the most united community ever. Like it are progress.
Yeah.
But our
we should be taking a page out of their example.
Exactly. And but these people, they're the people who took page out of our Muslim example from the old histories.
There you go.
Tara say Amra saying it's a civilization. Nia Tara on the balo say we became the worst of the lot.
I'm not going back in time.
Or we're going back in time.
You see, on that note,
most of the thing, the principle that the Islamic Muslim people gave is they inherited it. You know, things like giving charity, unity, and all these things used to be in the golden age of Islam. That's what
taxation, for example,
everything. Exactly. Yeah. VAT, the taxation. How do you think this wonderful idea came out from?
Yep. From the Muslim world.
Muslim world. A lot of it is there, but Amra is my product like this. Isn't it? Them and us. You know.
Yeah.
Tarar focus alada. তারা মনে করে আমরা যদি কিছু কইলে তাই বড় শিক্ষিত হয়েছিল আমরা কথা বলি না why can't we work together আচ্ছা ঠিক আছে difference of opinions থাকতে পারে you have something to say fine I have something to say let's work together trying to resolve the issues
find a
middle ground আর ইলা segregation আমরা segregation লাগে we live in a segregated community now
as it is
কারণ তারা দেখা যায় আলাদাভাবে চলরা আমরা আলাদাভাবে চলরা আমরা কোনটা মাতলে বা তারা কোনটা মাতলে আমরা মনে করি টাইম ওয়েস্ট টাইম মাত্রা এটা বেকার মাত আর আমরা মাতলে কইব তারা করে আমরা মাত্রাম বেকার মাত কারণ ইলা চলতে থাকলে ও জেলা আছে ওলো তামু will be stuck in the deep hole.
You see again ও কথার উপরে নানি মোহাম্মদ আতাউর রহমান ভাইয়া হইরা because they don't understand but again yes বুঝলাম আমি মানরামো but at the same time ইটো আমরা মানে বুঝতাম যে তারা নানি আমরা লাগি কত সুযোগ সুবিধা হয়ে দিচ্ছে তারা কলেজের মধ্যে ফ্রি কোর্স দিয়া দিছিল অত বছর ফ্রি কোর্স অত বছর ধরে আমরা মানে ইন্টিগ্রেট করবার লাগি আমরা লাগি মানে বেসিক ইংলিশ ক্লাস করছে তারা আমি ছোট থেকে বড় হইছি আমি সবসময় আমি দেখে আইছি যে ইউ নো লাইক নাইট স্কুল আছে
where is the classes
এখনো আছে ইসল ইউ নো তো you know kita den na tara ohon jodi amra itare mane amra if we don't take advantage of it te toka khar amra to hoita
if you think integration means we are abandoning the culture and religion that's not what integration is. Integration means is that you integrate the society you try to be part of the society but you retain your culture you tend to
no one's going to stop you you make your own little you know like little community and stay within it
no one asking you abandon your roots nobody's asking you these people but if you want to be like that we abandon everything again you can't do this is you know
khairul bhaiya hoida this is the problem now find the solution and a solution is you know it's a very difficult one because amra if you think about it amra jodi amra matya dekhi you know the problem you know stems from way back in you know many decades are ermaze you know new influx of you know people coming over it makes it even difficult because onezon shianu yai sonte zoto manu shianu yai nani tara learning capacity ekটু low যায় কি like age আমরা যে সময় when a young Islam you know when we went to school college we absorbed information ohon jodi আমরা হয় নানি যে go and do this course go and do that course কিছু understand করব but it's going to take a while for us to absorb it and todrufi যারা কথা আমরা হইলাম যে নতুন আইসন ওদের আর you know they don't even need to speak English because তারা রেস্টুরেন্টে কাম করদা বা লন্ড্রিত কাম করদা বা বাঙালি দোকানও কাম করদা এটসেট্রা এটসেট্রা ইখানে নানি মানে ইংলিশ মাথার দরকারও করে না ডিমান্ড নাই যার কারণে যারা এই ক্ষেত্রে ফরচুন নানি তারা কিতা করতে পারে তারা মনে করে যে ধরো আমার লাগতো নাই I don't use it আর নেক্সট ডোর যদি ইংলিশ বেটা আইও দরজা মারে বুঝি না ও নেক্সট ডোরের বেটারে ফোন খুঁজে বলে ভাইসা মনে ওই বেটাই কিতা হয় বা ওটা চাই and because you know like that is easily accessible my khwa se je hela hoido hikena yes that's our question is ga Mohammad Atur Rahman hoida commission the research and researchers yes again it's all about funding again amra counselor holto lage mattambo MP loga mattambo and you know highlight hortambo je yes ita amra ekta issue আর ওটার লাগি আমরা কিছু is holding us back you know Khairul Bhaiya Huida, now you're taking it to another direction, lack of education. Please, you know, don't misunderstand me. Some of it is actually accurate, you know, lack of education, and some of it is ignorance. You know, you know, like kisu lahawara khursi desho আর দেশে লেখাপড়া হইরা ও দেশে আইসি আবার কেউ আসুন লেখাপড়া তেমন নাই বাট ওই জন্য ইগনোরেন্সটা তারা মনে লাগতো না আমরা যে জিনিস দরকার নাই এই জিনিস শিক্ষা কোনো ফায়দা আসেনি মোহাম্মদ আতুর রহমান হইরা is it the different life experiences of each generation that is the cause of disunity? Good question. Different circumstances can, you know, like sort of create a different reality, if you will, because amra je shomoy choto theke boro hoyছি, you know, for example, I'm talking about myself, you know, racism was rife, so literally I had to have eyes on the back of my head, you know, every time I walked about, you know, I was like constantly, you know, like as if I'm a druggie or something, you know, constantly looking around, and that's because, you know, like I got beaten up so many times. You know, it's just that, you know, like, I didn't find it very pleasant, so I just thought prevention is better than a cure. So judi dekhtam na something fishy going on, I used to leg it, but if I don't look around I wouldn't know. So circumstances can lead to, you know, certain situations, and the answer to your question is possibly.
I think the point is, if you look at he's talking about life experience in generations, so if you go back the years and when our parents and grandparents who initially migrated to UK in 60s and 70s, now they had a different scenario then. Now they had very limited number of people. They were faced with a complex situation at the time. If they came in 60s, the independence war was upon them, and all these different things happened. Now their focus was different. They had to remain united because there were so few. So their experience was different. So unity came from that because we have to be focused, and because our community is so small, so we need to be united. That actually made them become united, and from that time, some of the established network and organization we have now, started from mosque and association, other places. They managed to do it because with a small number of people, they had a focus. Because there are identity crises, they wanted to establish themselves as Bangladeshis against another group of people. So everybody had the same aim. You know, with different generations, it happened like that. You know, we when we were growing up, remember the time when we never thought about going into Belfield Crescent. Never mind. It was a no-go area. Newbold is known as Tin Town. You know, and it was rough as anything. And we didn't even walk out of Ramsey Street mostly in our area for many years. Look at it now. It all changes. And again, life experience changes. Only to spread out is Manushu Bishaisun. You have to accept the fact there are people who have come from Bangladesh, and the people, initially the kids who grown up here, they started growing up with the old generation. Then this new influx of people came in all of a sudden. Now you can't expect them to be matching your standard straight away in terms of English language and all that. But slowly they start getting involved in it. I think it's about time now, after all these years, we realize we've got a big, powerful organized community. A lot of people here, a lot of young people. We have professional people here. We can be collectively. We can do a lot now.
Absolutely.
In the old, we can go back to 60s again. Why not unite again? Okay, the difference of opinion, fine. You know, আমরা তো কেউ তো আগাত দি মারতাম না। আমাদের বাড়িতে বাংলাদেশে গাইছে ইংলিশ মারতে না। We don't do that. You know, even our young kids, they won't say that. তারা তো ইংলিশ মারতে, কিন্তু আগাত করে তো কেউ মারতেন না। ওদের কথা আছে যে they don't understand us. There is a mechanism. There is. এটা বুঝবার তো আমরা সকল তো বাঙালি নেই, বাংলা ভাষায় তো মারতে পারবো, ইংলিশে বাদ দেবো। আমরা মেইন যে ফোকাস করে তো করতে পারবো যে একটা আমরা কমিউনিটি দরকার, এটা তো আমরা we can do it.
And that Chinese way out, we know it's a very wrong mentality if they think like that. You see, the thing is, we're making assumptions.
We're assumptions.
You know, we're not actually talking on their behalf, or then again, it was us and them. You know, I don't want that to happen. But you know, from what you're saying is, we're making the assumption that
maybe one of the reason we feel that we can't get along. As you know, as often as possible. I don't. We to variety the reason. It's not the only reason.
Jahed Mia from Oldham, you know, is saying, what we need in Oldham is a community hub where older and younger generation of all castes come together and socialise in activities. No one is born not to integrate in the society. The society teaches us. If so, try reverse it and work on it. Yes. Just to sort of quickly touch on that, it's a very valid point, a wonderful point. With a couple of friends, you know, like I'm in discussions to do a little project, and the project's name, you know, I don't want to really give too much information out, but essentially it's doing that, you know, bringing at least 3 generations of people together and just sort of listen to their life experiences, and to conclude we can actually summarize the differences between each generation and look at where they have been and making an informed guess where they are leading to. And that would be an exercise to just sort of you know, demonstrate where we've been, because a lot of our kids don't know where we are, the struggles that we're having, and where we want to be, as in where we all should aim to go to. So yes, inshallah, you know, again, you know, like I'm working, you know, it should be it's a project involving the whole of the northwest, so Oldham is going to be covered as well.
If you look at Oldham, it's such a big population there.
Yeah, massive.
And we have diverse range of people. We have a lot of people there, very highly qualified, a lot of professionals, a lot of people in restaurant trade, a lot of businesses. Same as Rossdale. Those 2 towns are very close. You know, within 5 miles of each other. Now these 2 communities, well, same community but different towns. You know. We can do a lot thing together. Oldham go around about 20 to 25,000 Bangladeshi population.
Oh, it's huge.
It's huge.
It's huge.
And they do have a lot of resources. They've got different mosques and everything, which is credit to them. They need it because, and they've done a lot. The elder population done it. Zaid's dad is Abdul Hanan, you know, and people like his parents and others. They've all been in the community and they're doing everything they can. Still now, they're putting in their effort. You know, which is either the 3 generations of people getting together is a good way forward. You understand people, you talk to each other, share knowledge, then something might come out of it. You know, it gives you that
buzz, the life experience,
exactly,
and a wake up call saying, this is what the other generation did, this is what this generation did, this is the generation of tomorrow, and this is the future. So if we're going in if we're following a certain trend, would that trend continue in the future, or would it arch and go in a different direction?
And the community hub thing is saying we do have centres, community centres. Oldham got community centres. We have community centres in Rossdale. Now, if different people of different ages, different generations get together and want to do things, we can always organise something. It could be done, but again, you need
resources.
You need resources. Plus, you need people that are enthusiastic to do something. You need to have the appetite to do it. But you can't really just pull people in.
I'll give you a good example. I'm just Saiful Bayzale, Oldham. Yeah. I haven't seen him in a long time, I must admit.
Honestly, I spoke to his brother works with me in Oldham Council, Sudrul. And only just today you mentioned Saiful, just the way I was asking him, what is Saiful? I've not seen him for a while. He goes, he's still around, he's having a big problem with his job. But, you know, with these people that we used to work with a long time ago. So he asked me, I wrote both man
Saiful was a fantastic bloke in the sense that community involvement and community cohesion daruna is on worker, and you know, like I said, wow, nearly known him for over 20 years. Over 20 years. And recently, obviously, you know, bibino khame khazat you know, time milchen about me. I'm sure on it. But we need people like that, you know, like with that drive and passion to actually go about organizing something, even in a small manner. In the near future, you know, there's a Facebook group which I'm an admin of, a part of, which is I Love Bangladesh. And inshallah, very soon, you know, we will also make a couple of announcements in terms of, you know, like some events coming up. And what I eventer was an and get some feedback. And based on that feedback, you know, that little project that we're going to do is going to be shaped. Just quickly moving on, like I'm conscious of the time as well. You know, we are going on for a while. Khairul Islam, Khairul Bay, don't get me wrong, I'm not misunderstanding you. You are making some really valid points and not just talking from the surface, and it's revealing some difficult but real truths. Yes, misunderstanding now, bro. It's just sort of clarifying a couple of things. We have viewers that may misread it or misunderstand it, and that's why all subject earlier kisu opening up for them, so that, you know, we're just giving people the opportunity to take a little bit more from what you've said, and, you know, like from certain people's experiences.
That's what it does. You see, the thing is, I'm not we're not here to offend anyone.
No, absolutely.
We're not, like I said, we've said it at the beginning. It's not something that we make we're passing judgment on people, because they're not party to discussion here, so they can't defend their side. So it's not an accusation. Quite a lot of it is, like on the surface, what's happening. Some of it is we feel it ourselves, because we have to deal. We live in the same community, and these are the people we deal with every day.
Absolutely, yeah.
They are also our friends and you know, brothers and whatever they are. So kisu monologo abegasanani, we licking it out. So if they're listening, if they probably have something, so maybe we can come to some kind of solution. And then say, look, it has the easy say we can easily resolve without going into a fight or whatever argument. It has those mamulin, but why can't we just work together and okay, right? Let's.
It's easy to say, but it's really difficult to get everyone together and instigate that initial move. Amdaro Atar Rahman Bhaiya Huida, whereas, you know, Shaukat Bhai is spot on. Every generation had and have different priority of aims and achievements. Yes, that's going to continue as well. That's basically, you know, like us as people evolving through the times. Chinese Bhaiya Huida Gita, and where arrogance is the cause, don't want to learn, don't need to learn, but soon as that letter comes through the post, I'm off to a certain place. You know, to get help.
This is reliance on other people. It's like, I'm not within a benefit culture. If you see this program on benefit culture, Benefit Street, and when you see it, you see what things are going on. Now, those people live in affluent areas in south of England. They'll be saying, look at these people, north of England, Stockport, Rochester, Oldham. They live in benefit every day because this program get aired. So I'm rather attack to say, I'm rather Ola is in the some of the established we employed people, and it is a giving culture. All they want to give, no take. Reliance over-reliance is an issue. But how long will that be there? This is what I'm saying. Nowadays, everything gets pulled.
The well is dried up.
We probably won't have the services. So, and if your own...
And that's what essentially we're doing. You know, things like an MBS studio, for example. MBS studio used to get a platform for, you know, not just for artists and, you know, music and drama and so on and so forth, but it's also, you know, like a platform for, you know, community learning, community information, and, you know, in the future, Arab Bibino stuff, and for example, you know, we'll be talking about you know, debate shows. So, you know, like, it's what we're doing now, we're doing it on a voluntary basis. There's no monetary gain. And like I say, any sponsorships that we do come across would be to pay for things like window stickers, mugs, t-shirts, which essentially will be given away anyway. So essentially any money that we will get in the future, a few people are we're in discussions with a few people, but ultimately we clearly declared, look, we're not for profit. We're just doing it because I have spare time at the moment, and I'm using that time to try and help people by making them aware of certain issues. Like for example, Facebook that we're literally all over the world.
Not only that, I was in Facebook, just not just Facebook, WhatsApp and Viber, all sorts. I'm into surprised when you get all this. Even I get stuck with technology. I'm not a technology, what do they call it, guru, technophobic or whatever. But nowadays, update horte. After the link or like message aite. When after when you had it, because it keeps coming because it picks you up, But even if you do this, to make spare time, can utilize it. Maybe sometime many things happen in the world. Awareness create everybody is creating awareness. We have some time and maybe few people are watching or whatever. If individually said last week, individually everybody, if we all do it, 10 people together, Rohingya crisis, we are aware and creating awareness. We know financially we're doing whatever we can in our own way. We don't have to disclose in a small way. But awareness of Toilunani, or the plight to Rohingya and everything, all the discussion, more people learning about it. Same with other tragedies, the same with other things we can do. Many of the things will happen to Bangladesh, a cyclone, at a flooding, people know why the things are happening. They can be a bit world news news channel whether they're paid bodies, that's what they do, they're proper journalists doing that. But
we're getting raw information.
It is like your personal, you feel it from your heart. Because
it's real.
A news presenter,
it's not made up.
You're scripted. You're looking at big screen, round the back, you're just reading from it. That's not here, is it? You're talking about live stuff. Things that happen to you, your community, and everyone.
It's literally happening right now. So I had a few moments where I froze up, as in I couldn't remember certain words. This is life. That's the beauty of life.
I was in a negative. This, everything we read on news and Facebook, you have to be careful what you read, what the sources are. Truth kita ito ni zade toiba. You can't just jump on the bandwagon. Somebody posted all sorts of people on doing research, see if it's authentic or not. A lot of so ito at a issue. Ito to awareness to other around we have this attitude, especially in Bangladesh. Those who belong to a different political party, they have this attitude of jumping on the bandwagon straight away, start attacking the government or whoever's trying to do something, instead of find the truth. What is the government or the opposition? Who are these people doing? Attack mind thaki. Amar party opposite party attack. But in this country, they have Tories and Conservatives. They debate it out. It's policy wise. You can disagree with parties. That's what it is for. If you all be saying, what's the point of having different parties?
There isn't.
But that doesn't mean personal attacks is encouraged. I'm not honest more authentic source that I'm Facebook honest more, I'm honest, I don't even like it, I just scroll through it. Because it doesn't look to me authentic. If somebody just photoshopped it, and it's very hard to.
Was it last week or the week before? Sorry, the week before, I had a couple of guests. I was doing a bit of research about the Rohingyan past history. Certain websites I found information to be favourable to one side, and on your article favourable to another. So I'll straight away, I'm going to say my mind races that that information can't be right, because each one of them, they're not complementing each other, they're actually contradicting each other. And contradiction literally means it's the source isn't genuine. It's not raw.
To the main, actually, ita khorat ki amra kito we lose the main subject that we should be really amra aro bala khorat garo kharaf from tara lagi.
Yeah.
They're not going to get the help. We're just trying to amra saying smart. So smart as let's it's in a competition. If I do something quicker than other people, and I've done it and I get the credit, I get the likes. It shouldn't be all about likes and everything.
Why can't we work together?
Get out the information and
get the results.
Get the results.
Get the results.
It's not about
fame.
Outshining somebody else. Fame for you, I'm not saying where are we
fame
going
to go? It's not going to pay for my weekly
shopping.
No,
we're not going to get money. I'm not like we're going to stay where we are.
Yeah.
Our lifestyle is the last of donkey around.
Yeah.
Pay for the family. The lowest you loot tonight, the 5 to 9 job or whatever that takuriam rakormu. And things will stay behind. There is amra aspiration, aspiration or not. We need to touch the moon. We're going to establish the, we don't want to be rocket man like President Trump said. So we have no ambition to be rocket man.
Yeah.
Which is only down to takat bala. Around us, if there is problem, let's try and work together and resolve it. That's the only thing. At the end of the day, immediate to we look at our family, our kids, our neighborhood. This is our immediate concern.
Yes.
And by changing to the if you can give it the right education, then leave it to their fate.
Yeah.
Then you pass on. You pass the baton. When the baton passes, rally the direct wherever they will carry on, and the life will carry on like that. Which all to zindagi
Let's wrap the show up.
But
Kashma amda bana Goff Shoff hori lise. Amda finally duita comment aise. Do comment quickly for you and it will wrap up. Khalid Islam Bhaiya hoida. Yes, this initiative itself can be a step towards that bridge building. So you are doing your bit, and we all should contribute and do more Goff Shoff. Yes, absolutely. Goff Shoff auto beauty. We put ideas and wake people up. And if people, make a move, auto is a fawa, auto is a borofawa, because we've interacted with some great people today in today's show, and if it weren't for Facebook, but because of Facebook and this wonderful feature of going live, we're trying to actually do something for our community.
Positive and productive.
Something positive
good,
and
constructive, innit?
So,
yes. Live
yeah.
Because is that everybody disposable? You can access anything, you can do whatever you like. But if you do something positive and it's beneficial to people,
all I'm going to say is, if you guys find our chit chats useful, please like the page, like the video, comment, whether good or bad, or any suggestions for future subjects. Also, after a share khorba, because every time you share, someone from your friends list would get to see something, and more than likely, I don't have those friends on my friends list. So by sharing, you're essentially allowing other people to actually see the show, maybe even start a movement, whether they take something from the show and they start doing something positive. That is a benefit for humanity. It's not about being Muslim, Hindu, Christian. It's about humanity, man. On a final note, oh my goodness, on a final note, I need to come down sit with you, Ejay, when I'm free to. I'm the Chinese Bay of Huida. Love the show. Thanks for your time, Mr. Ejay and Mr. Ali. See you soon. God bless. Thank you very much, Chinese Bay. And one day, maybe you will come out of under the burqa.
Under the burqa, yeah.
And we'll find out who you are.
Exactly, yeah.
Could you be Osama?
No, could it be Bruce Lee? What does it do? I will Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee to
Jackson, we are Steve Derrida. Thanks for another great show tonight. See you guys soon again for another show, inshallah. Inshallah. Like I said, guys, please like the page, like the post, obviously, and share. The more shares you do, the more people get to see it. And like I said, I don't get no financial gain from it. You know, this is all done in my own time. Again, you know, like, it's for entertainment purposes, for educational purposes, for the benefit of the community. You know, and I'm hoping to keep it that way. And like I mentioned earlier on, any sponsorships that we do get is going to be used for merchandise, just to sort of promote the channel. And then hopefully, you know, like, we can take it further, do documentaries, do actual research, do actual surveys, and again, you know, like, make something that is useful, educational, you know, something that people can learn from, benefit from, and that's the mission. That's the mission.
Just while Jackson Mail is still there, and because I'm live, I'm just want to acknowledge Jackson Mail's effort in the sorting and the collection.
Yeah,
it's been phenomenal. The lad has worked
tirelessly.
I was there helping them out as well, and it's long hours, and they've done so much. Him and the other Kayam Sali, and many of the people, young people, they dragged in young guys, and you know, 1.5 ton of clothes.
Mashallah.
That's out of 3 tons we had to get sorted out. And all the stuff that was not up to the standard, they'll be sold off and get the money, and the money will be used as well. So basically, in the cash money. So when it comes to the community work, you see people like Jackson's other.
Coming
out. We all come out and do it together. This is the ethos of the community. This is why the community, vibrant community, survive.
Beautiful.
This is what we need. We may have difference of opinion, everything. That's all fine. But when it comes to I always say, when it comes to national disaster, national issues, we should always forget politics.
That's beautiful.
This is what we ask all the parties. If people do our leagues and others, fine, brother, by your khorotumra. I'm not stopping that, because I may not have an interest in that, but you have an interest, so be it. Keep yourself occupied, fine, do it. But when it comes to national thing, let's get united. Politics national issues, let's get together, because it's our country. We have to look after our country. If we don't, then who's going to do it? Third party will come in and dominate us. We've been ruled many like that, divide and ruled by many people. We don't want to be going back to that. But please, we're not saying I want to be leader, you want to be leader, whoever wants to be leader. You be the leader. You carry it. We'll follow you as well. No problem. We have no problem. We can follow anybody. We'll support you. Do something good.
Any way we can.
Exactly.
Any way we can. There are a couple of projects that I've got planned. Inshallah, in due time, inshallah, thank you for being with us this evening, and thank you for your lovely comments. And you know, like, it's absolutely been a pleasure. And you know, from Shaukat Ali and myself, a very good night. Assalamu alaikum and adab.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi.